I just can't seem to get this under 5 minutes, so I apologise that you're having to watch it on YouTube. Um, so there's a lot to look at this week. Obviously, there's the Call Girl and Coon combo. If you're playing those cards, like if you play Coon, you need Call Girl. But if you play Coon, you have to build around him, because if you don't, it's a complete waste of energy. It's just not that great. He needs to hit hard in order to be viable. And I just don't think we should do that. Mimsy, on the other hand, it might be like a stupid slow card, but there's quite a lot going for him this week. There's enough support cards. It could be fun. Could be a threat that some teams can't deal with, or good for drawing out an unholy combustion, or just for finishing the game off. So yeah, I'd like us to go Mimsy this week. So right, if we start up at the top, I don't think we should I don't think we should play Mysterion. He's usually like a great choice because he incrementally gains you advantage over time. But there's two good reasons not to this week. The obvious one is Medusa Bebe. So with Juicer running around, she can take him out. If she kills your Mysterion, all that incremental advantage is just gone. But the other reason, and I think the more significant reason, is with everything that's on the field this week. I think when you want an assassin, you want it there in your hand available. Because apart from Disarray, there's only two. And you've got Big Gal that you need to deal with. You've got Mimsy that you need to deal with. You've got Dougie who you need to deal with. And potentially Marcus as well. So yeah, I think we need Hermes Kenny. I think a lot of teams are going to go for Hallelujah this week, but that is potentially a mistake in my opinion. So you'll get people who they've got a Big Gale or Mimsy on the battlefield about to take a bar but also about to die, and they'll Hallelujah him. Great, they take that bar. Problem is that they spend all their energy doing that, and then they've got nothing to deal with the swarm of units that's heading to their side of the field. Because if you've got one of those headhunters down, there's units attacking it, you can guarantee it. Whereas Lava, which normally isn't that great, has got some real value this week. For a start, you can dead it because you're only interested in the slow, really. But you can drop it on Big Gale, make him quite ineffective, easy to kill. Drop it on Mimsy, make him ineffective and easy to kill. Drop him on the Coon and like reduce that power that he's getting from his boost. So I do think Lava's got good potential this week. Marcus is going to be a really good choice. For a start, well, we're going to have, assuming that we don't go Coon, we're going to have no tank. But also, he's just a massive threat to have out. And he might even potentially eat a Unholy Combustion. Is also a good target for Pope. Nothing wrong with Mosquito, he's a good card too, but that direct chip damage to the new kid is just very tempting. Plus, like I say, he's bulky. There's some interesting things that you can do with Imp Tweak this week, but he's too situational and Fast Pass is just too good in Team Wars. So Fast Pass's ability to damage the new kid is like pretty powerful against a level 14 new kid. He's 1 energy cheaper, you can play him anytime, he's versatile. There's already enough situational cards this week, you don't want another one. You don't want to be sat on a dead hand. So the obvious choice over here is Witch Doctor Token. I think most teams will pick it, and assuming that you've got the card levels in your team and the caps to do so, that's the right choice. But I'd say don't completely rule out going with Stan, especially if you need to save on caps this week. Stan could be a really good choice, because apart from you've got Chompers, you've got Lava, you've got Disarray, all those things that you can like get rid of and like undo that advantage. But his Chomper is good against so many units this week. So it's good against Mimsy, it's good against Coon, it's good against Big Gale, it's great against Witch Doctor Token, it's good against Marcus, good against Mosquito. It's like, his charge ability is really strong this week, so don't just automatically rule out picking him. He could be a good choice. I think we should definitely go Deucer, partly because Call Girl obviously means that you have to play the Coon deck, and I don't think we should necessarily do that. But also, with Mysterion running around, like if she hits Mysterion, you've just gained a massive advantage there. Also, she's very tanky, and like I say, there's not really a tank this week, so that's a good reason as well. And she's a good poke target. No contest over here. I think you just go Choir Boy. I think even if you're playing the Coon, you probably still go Choir Boy because nobody's got the hamsters at a high enough level yet. Pope Timmy is just superior, has loads of targets, and you can also dead him if you need to. You don't need to spend caps on him. You know, don't feel great dropping a dead Pope, but still, like when there's this many targets running around, you can do that and it's fine. In terms of Jesus and Tweak, I'm actually a little bit torn this week. I've not made my mind up. There's merits to both. So one of the great things about Jesus this week is because they've changed his ability, you use him to heal Mimsy as Mimsy's advantage. Jesus dies, it'll spawn behind the Mimsy again and heal him up, so that's quite fun. And is also, you know, it'd be good as a supporting for Marcus and for Dusa, but at the same time, Tweak has got some advantages this week. So he's Whirlwind. You can use it to hold a Mimsy away from the new kid, deal some damage to it. You can use it to move Big Gale out of range of the new kid for a couple of seconds just to get a bit of extra damage. You can use him if you time him right to pull Witch Doctor token away from units so that his charged ability is wasted. Sounds like I'm advocating for him here. Actually, he is pretty good, but yeah, either of those choices are fine, really. Disarray is gonna well, it'd be really funny to drop it when you've got an advancing Mimsy, just to really slow down the other team's ability to deal with Mimsy. But Disarray is a Deucer killer. Whenever you've got Medusa Bebe in and Disarray in Team Wars, you should pick Disarray because you drop him on Medusa and he just destroys her. It's also good against the Coon because Coon's strength is hitting you very hard. So if you slow that down and he only gets a couple of hits, then much better. It'd be good against an oncoming Mimsy. It'd be good against, very good against the big gay owl. Yeah, no contest in my mind. And also Dougie's for nerds, so no. And then Unholy Combustion is just pretty obvious to me this week. There's so many things that you might want to hit with it. Whether you're trying to snipe a Pope, take out a Coon, take out a Mimsy, Big Gale, Juicer, even in a pinch, you might need to use it to kill Marcus so he doesn't suddenly take that bar from you. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, sorry again that I've had to host this on YouTube. It's just one of those weeks, there's too much to talk about.